Hello, my name is Raymond Karczewski, and I am a living Christ. Today's subject is heaven and hell. Mankind has always been in a state of crisis, ever since the beginning of time. Why? Because mankind has yet to realize who and what such a state of consciousness, that is Christ consciousness, holistic consciousness, actually and truly is. I'm speaking to all equally, the aware and the unaware. But that is the purpose of life, is it not? To transition from the state of ignorance to wisdom. Thus my words of truth will be heard according to the intelligence of the listener. There exists one world, one universe, one intelligence. There is the natural world, the universe, intelligence, which is the very nature of God, of holistic truth. Through the absolute freedom of love and truth, infinite intelligence, God itself created no barriers for all to experience and resonate in truth, which is the non-dualistic intelligence. Thus was created man, who possesses such infinite capability to access and create his own life. Such freedom also accompanies and allows for the emergence of the nature of Satan, the petty god of intellect, who was given the capacity to seduce others away from the basic foundation of infinite intelligence and create his own fictional world via intellectual thought. All are created with free will, which infinite intelligence, God itself, will not interfere with. As one who has the eyes to see, thus arises a second world, a world of fiction, illusions, and endless division, strife, conflict, confusion, and opposition. It is the world that can only be accessed via the filter of intellect, the lowest realm of consciousness, with its problematic energy of division and opposition. It's called the civilized world, the world of hell. So you see, heaven and hell exists according to the state of consciousness of its co-creator, which is man. One does not have to die to the material body for heaven and hell to begin, for in truth life is eternal, beyond time and space, with no boundaries, no limitations. Life is eternal. It is here and now. It is through the limitations of divisive opposition of the intellect that causes mankind to turn a natural world of heaven into a hell of an intellectual-driven, fictional hell. That's the simple truth which is given to you freely by this living Christ, without strings attached, because the nature of holistic love can do naught else. For 20 years, I have brought you this message. Mankind has rejected it, has attacked it, has censored it, even to this very day. Proof of this may be found in the contents of my messages and numbers found in my internet writings and some 180 YouTube videos, Facebook, newsgroup, forums, prove that out. The government and the media have organized campaigns in the past to discredit and libel this messenger, even to this very day. The government has also attempted to imprison me, yet it failed when this Christ refused to accept their sentencing. How did I survive all that? I live in the world, the natural world, heaven, the world of truth, the world of non-dualistic what is. The satanic attackers live in the dualistic world of intellect, the world of illusion, the world of hell. Its powers are impotent to stand up against the simple man of truth, the Christ. The government has shown just how incompetent it is when its own supported mind control campaigns on the internet can no longer sustain a 20-year libel campaign against this Christ, and so has declared this living Christ, this living man, to be dead. Who is writing this? A dead man? Far from it. You are experiencing the energy of a living man, even though most of you are caught at the letter of the word, which only serves those who are the living dead. Now you can find evidence of what I am saying on the Google news groups, which is Alt Consciousness Fourth Way, which is a news group that exclusively is designed to libel this Christ. I do not subscribe to that system, yet all of their articles are about this living man. The other group is Art Bell, Alt Fan Art Bell. Now you may find these groups on Google if you just go there. No print media will acknowledge the existence of this Christ. No mainstream or alternate media will allow this Christ to speak. I have been banned from both alternate talk shows hosted by Alex Jones and his counterpart John Stadtmiller on alternate talk shows on the internet. Why? Because they fear my input. They have publicly banned me from offering my message. No print media will acknowledge the existence of this Christ. No mainstream or alternate media will allow this Christ any ability to speak freely about that which is being censored throughout history. Now you may ask yourselves why. The answer is quite simple. It is because their whole existence of power over mind-controlled slaves is shown to be a fraud, and they don the satanic garb of government, attack in various degrees in order to rouse the rabble, The tactics used by both are widely divergent, but for the spiritual sighted, they are seen to create the necessary opposition to stoke the fires of hell, which encompasses their undiscerning audience. I, this living Christ, challenge all to read my messages and to find the reason for such employed tactics to be used by the system, by the media, by the government, in order to silence my writing. To those of you who live in heaven, you already know why. So this challenge is being made to all of you who presently live in hell. Spread this simple, inarguable message far and wide. They can censor one man, but they cannot censor a people who's coming to their senses. It is time to wake up and to take control of your own lives. Thank you for your time.